I told you I was going to give you a tour of Times Square. Some of you have seen it a million times. Some of you are new in the channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe because I do great videos. Don't judge me by this one. This one's shit.
You are about to witness the greatest show in the world.
Hi, Boogie Bob.
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Congratulations on all you're doing.
Love you, Boogie Bob.
Oh, I love you. What's happening, Oscar?
Boogie Bob, he's out there filming in the mob. Boogie Bob, Boogie Bob, go to YouTube and turn.
Julio with the flow, representing Boogie Bob. We in Harlem. Don't get robbed.
I'll see you again, I promise.
All right, Boogie Bob,
That's
Brother,
Boogie
I
Bob.
love you forever.
Don't get Tone Low in the house. Straight cool with my man Boogie Bob.
I love you. I want to marry you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, girlfriend. Thank you. I love you, Pam.
Say hi to Boogie Bob.
Oh, I love you. You
Let's
look as
rock
beautiful
out
as the
next
day I
time.
first saw you. God bless
I
you.
can't wait to boogie with you, Bob.
You're gonna boogie all night long, girlfriend. Bob, look who I'm with. Vanilla Ice. Ice, that was the best show I've ever been to, and I've seen them all. I love you, brother.
Man,
you
I
had New
appreciate
York
you.
getting out the palm of your hand. And guess what? I'm going to the after party.
That's right.
I'm gonna holler at every shorty in the building.
That's right.
What's poppin'? I ain't gonna lie, this kid is dope. Welcome to the Boogie Bob Experience. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Oh, we gonna have some fun. If you have HBO, there is a smash hit called The Jinx. The Jinx is a documentary series about Robert Durst. Robert Durst came from one of the richest families in New York. They were a real estate empire. This was one of their buildings. This is the Knickerbocker. They had all kinds of huge buildings. He was born with a damn silver spoon up his ass. Well, in the 70s, his wife disappeared. They believe that his best friend, a female, helped him disappear his wife. They even did a movie about him. I think Ryan Gosling played him in the movie. Anyways, then he went on the run, ended up dressing as he's a 70-year-old man, dressing as an elderly woman, a deaf woman, because his voice is so deep, he had to pretend he was deaf, otherwise they would know he wasn't a woman. He lived in a hotel in like New Orleans or an apartment. He ended up killing his roommate and dismembering his body, throwing him in the water. He was busted for that, but because he's so wealthy, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, he got off. And I think they, instead of getting him for the murder, they got him for littering, for throwing the body in the water. Anyways, he ended up having doing a documentary on his life, and he accidentally tripped himself up and gave away evidence. So they went back and reopened the case. Remember I said that girl that helped him dispose of his wife? Well, she got murdered 20 years later. And the police speculate that he murdered his best friend to keep her quiet because the district attorney was opening up the case again. Nevertheless, he ended up being found guilty, died of COVID and other things in prison with $300 million in the bank. The Durst family, the Jinx, the TV show is The Jinx. You gotta see it if you haven't. It's one of the best ever. Anyways, that is the Knickerbocker Hotel. Guys, this is 42nd Street. I'm gonna give you a tour of Times Square now. This is the most notorious street in all of New York City. I don't care what borough you are. 42nd Street is the one. If you see Taxi Driver, Midnight Cowboy, any of them movies from the 60s, 70s, 80s, where they needed grimy shit going down, 42nd Street. They had a TV show on HBO called 40 Deuce. Anyways, this is 40 Deuce. Right there is Bryant Park. Right down the street is the New York City Library. Got Grand Central Terminal. Anyways, I am gonna focus today on Times Square. Times Square starts right here at 42nd Street. and it's going to last until 47th. It's 5 blocks long. And I am going to take you and show you the wonders of Times Square. I'm going to show you the hustlers. I'm going to show you what to do, what not to do, where to go, what not to go. Do not pull out your money. Ever. Because there's people in here, 2 types of people. Ones that are spending money and ones that want your money. This is a lady she's a migrant. She's selling the fruit cups. Her husband or friend is right next selling the churros. And they will stay here all day. They have their children with them. So you'll see 4- and 5-year-old kids sitting here for 10 hours. This guy's selling the beats and the headphones. What's up, OG? How you living? All right. So the African guys are from Senegal. And they're hustling the headphones. He's got a whole bag full of them. That's the new hustle out here is the headphones. You'll see the guys out here all the time. No, they're not real. This is a real Apple. These are $100 or something like that. You're gonna get those for $60, but they're not real. Guys, if you buy a fake Louis Vuitton handbag, it still carries your stuff. So yes, it's not real, it looks real, and it carries your stuff. Fake headphones do not work like real. If you want to listen to your music, you don't want to get the fake headphones. Unless you're just showing off for other people, that's fine, but you won't be able to enjoy the music. That's a fact. So guys, I started on 42nd. We're now at 43rd. We're going to continue all the way to 47th where we end our Times Square tour. I got a whole lot to show you in here. I'm going to unpack all kinds of cool stuff. So get out your notepad and take notes. Or don't. You don't have to. Guys, this is 43rd. What I'm standing on right now, this is actually Broadway. You remember the song? They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway, on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. Well, this is Broadway. About 20-something years ago, the city said, we've already got 7th Avenue right there. And Broadway is right here. They actually cross on the next block. I'll show you that. That's where they came up with the crossroads of the world. Here's 7th. Here's Broadway. Oops, here's Broadway. They cross, and you got the crossroads of the world. That's what Times Square is called, and they only cross right up here on the next block. I'll show you that in a minute. But the city said, hey, tourists can't do anything in Times Square. You couldn't sit right there. You know why? Because those were taxis. This was a 4-lane major street. So you could only walk along the sidewalk. You get 100,000 people in here walking down the sidewalk. It's crazy. By the way, 360,000 people a day, on average, come through Times Square. Let's interview this guy. Sir, did you ever go to the thing at the... Sir, did you? No, I didn't. Okay, no. Ma'am, can you explain to me why you... No? All right. They're not talking today, folks. They're not... Miss, did you ever see the... Guys, this is the world's smallest police station right here on 43rd Street between Broadway and 7th is the NYPD substation. This thing is so small, it literally has one little holding cell, I think, and you could fit 2 culprits inside. If you arrest 3 people, one has to sit outside. It is in the bottom of 1 Times Square. That's the name of that building. That's the address, 1 Times Square. Well, how did they come up with the name Times Square? Because in 1904, the New York Times decided that they were going to move from downtown to here, into this building. And this became the New York Times. There was nothing else over here. This was a place known for making horse carriages and wicker baskets. There was nothing around here. This was like a damn swamp. Well, when the New York Times moved, the next thing you know, everybody else moved. Pretty soon you had a Starbucks. And then crack addicts. But anyways, That's why you have Times Square. That's a fact. And this is Broadway. This is all cemented off, and I'm going to show you a couple cool things about this in a few minutes. But if you could imagine this before, this was 4 lanes of taxis coming at you. There was no hanging around here. There was no selfies or smoking weed or hollering at shorties. This right here, guys, is a recruiting station by the military. You have the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, and the Marines. All 4 recruit out of this thing. It's a little bit bigger than a damn Winnebago. Ain't but 4 desks inside there. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, that's it. It was established in 1947, right after World War II ended. That's a fact. Right here, I think, is a crime, because I've never seen anyone even stop and look at this. In my 30-something years of coming here, this is the Medal of Honor recipients of New York State. This is the highest honor that an individual can have bestowed upon them. The Medal of Honor is the highest award for valor in action against the enemy force, which can be bestowed upon an individual serving in the armed services of the United States. It's gorgeous. Guys, Civil War. These are all people from the Civil War. When's the last time that somebody said the name of Hamilton Coxswain? Hamilton Coxswain. I like it. He probably got teeth. And how about Hugh Hamilton Coxswain? These are people that died 200 and some odd years ago, but they got the Medal of Honor. And after the Civil War, you had the Indian campaign, which I don't even want to talk about. That sounds horrible. The Korean campaign was in 1870. You had the interim, I don't know what that is. The war with Spain. We had a beef with everybody. America's fighting with everybody. The Filipinos are our friends. We over there kicking people's asses. The Boxer Rebellion. That was Mike Tyson in Holyfield when he bit his ear off. Then you had the Mexican campaign. That was last month at the border with Donald Trump. Okay, and then now you got World War I. Shout out to Private Frank Bart. Shout out to you and your family, Frank Bart. Thank you for your sacrifice. Then you have World War II. George W.G. Boyce, Lieutenant. God bless you, my friend. And also John Duncan Buckley. Good for you. Over here you've got Korea. Now my father was a Korean vet and a war hero. So shout out to Melvin Eugene Bowen. And my father was also a Vietnam War hero. Shout out to my father for his tours of Vietnam. And then the last thing you have is the global war on terror, which is anything in the Middle East, any of the stuff we've had with terrorism. Guys, when you see a thing like this, or this is a subway grate. Below me is a subway. You can hear them go by. You can hear people yelling and screaming, stabbing, saxophone players. But that's a subway. In the summertime, they get really hot. In the wintertime, you'll see the homeless laying on them because of the heat. But this is a grate for the subway. Over here is really interesting. This is the Hard Rock Hotel, Hard Rock Cafe. As you know, I do business with the Hard Rock Hotel, which is down a couple blocks. I did business here many, many years ago. Before it was the Hard Rock Cafe, it was the WWF Wrestling Cafe. You could go there, eat a cheeseburger, and watch Stone Cold fist fight The Rock. Well, before that, this building is something very special. It's the Paramount Building. It is the Paramount Building. This is Frank Sinatra, Humphrey Bogart. In fact, Elvis Presley debuted his movie Love Me Tender to throngs of young girls coming to see Elvis shake the pelvis. Love Me Tender right here. The inside, there's a beautiful theater with 3,550 seats. Right now, it's a damn Hard Rock. And there's a Taco Bell next to it, all that. But that is the Paramount building. It's beautiful. Let us proceed. It gets a little narrow in here. Guys, one of the biggest horrible things about this is the green bike lane. What happens is the bikes will come by here. These guys are going slow. This guy's fast. But some of these delivery guys will rip through here doing 40 miles an hour. And tourists they don't know. So they'll stop and take a picture right here and get their kneecaps broken. You have to be very, very, very careful walking in the green. Do not go in the green. I preach about it all the time. I get hit, almost hit every other day. People don't realize that's really a lane. And see, the cars are stopped, but the bikes keep coming. And some poor tourists will come out here and not see these guys. These are delivery guys. These delivery guys will break your damn kneecaps. Right here is a very popular show. If you live in America, you've seen it. This is Good Morning America. It's a morning show, Monday through Friday. They have huge guests Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays of every week. I have brought you Henry Winkler, the Fonz, Jane Fonda, New Kids on the Block. Just too many to count. If you want, you can go on my channel and check those out. We've had a lot of fun here at the Times Square Good Morning America. All right, we've just begun to start the tour. There's Bubba Gump. Mama said life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. There's about 20 CD hustlers over there. They getting money. If you walk through there, they gonna get you. They got a line for everything. Hey, you want to buy my music? No thanks. Oh, you don't like black people? Oh no, I love black people. I'll buy your music. They got a line for everything. You're gonna buy a CD if you walk through there. I suggest don't walk through there. This guy's on a damn scooter. All right, we're still walking. We started on 42nd. We did 43rd. This is now 44th. Guys, this was the world's largest toy store for a long time. This was Toys R Us. And it had a life-size Ferris wheel inside. A real Ferris wheel. Not one of the little crappy ones, the big boy. And then it became Old Navy and the Gap. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. What you don't want to do when you come to Times Square is ever ride one of these bicycles. These bike taxis, they'll get you for as much as $400. Guys, it's $9 a minute, $8.99 a minute. Believe me, he rides as slow as possible. Might try to charge you per person. It's not supposed to be that. He actually has his sign there where you can see it, so shout out to him. Most of them have to have a sign, but they make the sign so dark that you can't read the writing. $9 a minute. Guys, if you get in this thing right here, it's going to be $9 before he gets 15 feet. It's going to be $85 before he's halfway down the block. And don't forget, he's got to come back. That's a $400 bike ride. I tell you, don't get in it. I'm not trying to stop his hustle, but do not get in that damn bike. You're going to be looking at the guy's ass. This guy right here is a photo hustler. He just took a picture of these young ladies. Didn't cost him a penny. And then hopefully when he taps them on the shoulder, he'll just stand right here. He'll tap them on the shoulder and say, look at this picture I took of you. Now, we all take selfies, but I think a picture with a good camera like that, and you and your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or significant other are walking hand in hand, and he takes a candid picture of you and shows it to you and says, guys, he has no printer, he has no ink, he has no office. All he does is take the picture and then send it To you. Him as well. Him, here taken. He's got both these ladies. Now he says, ma'am, look at my picture. And there's absolutely no overhead. Get a picture of her. I'll take a shot of that, sir. Oh, ma'am, can I? He's going to do that. And then, guys, if he doesn't, they don't like it, he hits delete. It's the greatest business in the world. There's no overhead. And you think Uncle Sam's getting any of that taxes? You're crazy. Let's continue on. Guys, this right here is The Lion King. The Lion King, to my knowledge, is really one of the only shows still on Broadway. You hear the story of Broadway musicals. They're not on Broadway, folks. This is Broadway. Ain't no musicals here. They're on the side streets. They have them on the side streets. A Broadway musical just means that it holds 500 people. It has nothing to do with location. The word Broadway means it holds 500 people. It's a big show. Lion King holds like 2,000. A smaller show, an off-Broadway, doesn't mean it's on or off Broadway. It means it's $4.99 or less. This is the Viacom building. There's Dr. Phil. This is the Viacom building. The Viacom building owned MTV, VH1, a whole bunch of stuff. CBS News. Well, at one time in the 90s, two of the biggest shows on television, certainly music shows, was VH1, which was right here. So if you wanted to see Ted Nugent or the Black Crowes or any of those type of groups, Leonard Skinner, they would be here. I have a great video online of me introducing you guys how to meet celebrities. And it would happen to be Aerosmith that day. And I gave a course. And of course, the people I taught got to meet the whole band, Aerosmith. Anyways, that was VH1. But on the other end, right there, right above the green, that was MTV. And that was the biggest show because it was TRL, Total Request Live with Carson Daly. And every single day, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, O-Town, NSYNC, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. It didn't matter. It was the biggest show on television. And they would be where the green thing is now, used to be a window. They would sit there and there would be 300,000 kids looking up to see NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Justin Timberlake, I love you. Lance, you're so dreamy. Over here, guys, you see police. Look at this guy. He wants to walk with the cops. That's not a good idea. The cop is going to get mad and tell you to beat it. Guys, police horses are not to be played with. Do not pet them without permission. These are not little timid horses. These are big-ass monster horses that will break your back. I have watched these horses disperse a crowd. Cops will be like, get out, get out. And people ain't going nowhere. The horse puts his shoulder down and hits you. Guess what? You're leaving. This guy wants to be the guy who's trying to talk to cops. The cops are being nice. They don't want him. They're like, please get out of here. He just yelled, don't touch my horse. Okay. Now look, he almost got killed by the bicycle. Ooh, bro, you're gonna get killed by a damn skateboard, fool. Get out of the damn street. I was telling you about the green. We almost saw the guy almost get killed like 6 times. These bikes come by so fast, you don't know it. The light turns green over there. You're like, come on, Margaret, whoever your wife is. Come on, Margaret, let's walk, because the car stopped. You see the car stop. You don't even realize that these guys are going to come by and clip you. All right, please come to New York. Like, see him walking out right now? Not one even look. This guy ain't looking. These guys don't obey the laws and you're going to get hurt. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. Can't tell you how many poor people I've seen with broken hips and legs. We got another guy over here rapping. Guys, it takes guts to get out and perform when there's no one stopping. Ooh, this guy got bars.
yo, I'm a job and I live with a real one. Nigga tell the kid ready with a heat on. But you know about the ball with the fire. Running every day, nigga tell I aim higher. Shout out the lady with the glasses. How you doing?
He's freestyling.
Looking, but you can tell me I've been here rapping. Oh, she got me. You're amazing. It's freestyle.
Hey, Playboy, you got bars. I've been doing this a long time.
Thank you.
Half the time you see some scrub trying to get it in, you got bars. And you're off the top shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Where can these guys see you?
Instagram, Humble Dragon. I am Humble Dragon.
I am Humble Dragon. Bro, you got bars.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
good, your flow's crazy.
Appreciate it, sir.
I'm gonna hit you today because I've been in the music game for a very long time. I might be able to do something for you.
Pleasure, sir.
All right?
Appreciate it.
I am Humble Dragon. Someone shoot me that on my Instagram just so I have it. I'm Boogie Bob.
All right, sir.
Boogie Bob, I'm gonna hit you tonight just so you know what I got
I'll be
going,
waiting,
okay?
I'll be
I don't
waiting.
talk about it, I show about it.
All right, sir.
Good shit.
Thank you, sir.
You got bars. All right, guys, that was I Am Humble Dragon. Fantastic. I don't like to stay when I don't have money to tip them because he's out here trying to get money. He's not trying to hear some jerk like me saying that I am this or I am that. Guys, I've been in the music business for almost 40 years. Very successful at what I've done. I've helped a lot of people. I've had 2 magazines. I'm just trying to see what this guy's sign says. Nutcrack. Nutcrack. Here they come. All right. I love to meet new talent. I have put on, I can't tell you how many people, many of you have seen the people I put on. I actually made money in music. Anybody can say they're in music. I made money for over 20 years in music. Allow for a free and fair election. I'm going to say something that some of you might not like. That was the fairest election in the history of elections. 62 courts have thrown it out. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, Independent, I want fair elections too. I'm not going to say something was fair or wasn't fair if it wasn't. This guy, he just parked his car. He got out of the damn car to smoke. Oh, and here's his buddy. His buddy has a free and thank you, Joe Hernandez, for sending me I Am Humble Dragon. I appreciate that. I'll see if I can't point that guy in the right direction. Okay, this was not a good idea. I'm not going to show you the puke that I just stepped in. Very unhappy about that. Oh, hey, girl. How you doing? Hi there. She didn't even smile back. But somebody rewind that clip. I don't know what she was wearing, but it wasn't much. I'm a boy. I am a playboy. I'm New York City's most eligible bachelor. I'm handsome. I'm young-ish. Anything under 75 is young. I gave her the old, hey girl, she didn't give me nothing. She might have grimaced at me. Okay, where's the guys in here? Are there guys in here? I'm going to show you the naked girls of Times Square in a few seconds. Some of you may enjoy it, some of you may not. But I am going to show you the naked ladies of Times Square. Watch out for the green, guys. See, they don't know and they walk out, boop. Look at this, look at him, look at him. He's got his lady. They're looking across the street. They're getting ready to step out. They have no idea that a bicycle is getting ready to break her elbows. Thank you. Guys, I worry more about this than anything else in Times Square. Literally sitting here hoping that people don't walk out. What he's doing here is called jogging. That's called jogging. I read about it in a French magazine. Okay, step out, make sure no one's coming, and step out. Okay, Now, if you're 16, I need you to leave the room, because I am going to show you some naked breasts right now. Strictly from a journalistic point of view, these are the hustlers. Stay away from these guys. They're the worst. They're going to rip that lady off. She's going to want a selfie with Elmo or what. I like this guy. I like you. He's good. You're fun. You are fun. Oh, man. Hello. I just found the love of my life right here. The love of my life. I don't know if her man appreciates it, but I don't think her man appreciated me trying to holler at his shorty. But I think she appreciated it. Guys, we dancing, we having a fun time here in the house. Got a DJ on the 1 and 2s, everybody. Go ahead, player. That's a player right there. Boogie Bob dance party. You're all invited. From Gloria Gaynor into Alicia Keys. I want to see who he transitions into now. He's doing a hustle. Look, click. Takes your picture. Takes your picture, and then he says, hey, how do you like this picture? We're not done. This guy gonna break his damn back. You don't need to be up there, player. You're gonna get hurt. Sit your ass down. You're gonna get hurt. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is an art installation. It is a 65-foot long hot dog. And if you want to know the size perspective, here it is. This is what it looks like from the Times Square cam. Guys, you cannot pick your nose in Times Square without being on camera. They have cameras up here all over the place, not to mention all the ones on all the street lights. But you're going to be filmed. Okay, I have to follow these women to make sure they get home safe. Ma'am, are you walking home safe? Are you, ma'am, should I hold your arm? Should I hold you in my arms to make sure you get home safely, ma'am? So guys, this is the home of the camera hustler. There is probably almost more camera hustlers out here, hey girl, than there are tourists. This guy's the biggest. He's like number one, this guy. So he's gonna take the pictures. I've watched him work a million times. Once he takes the pictures, watch, he walks up and shows them. And then he says, oh my God, this is amazing. This poor guy over here, he's taking pictures with the lady. He ain't never touched no big ass voluptuous woman like that. He just gave her $30. I got bad transmission, so I'm gonna keep it moving. You have to keep walking out here, you get bad transmission. I'm sorry, I see it, Josie. I'm gonna keep the buffering. I'm gonna walk out this way and hopefully it'll stop buffering. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. All right. Any clearer? There's a place to look at yourself and make a change. We've got live singing here. Guys, I always say never sit in a stool. Stand up. Engage with your audience. Don't wear sunglasses. Engage with your audience. You'll double and triple your tips.
Been a victim of unselfish
Kind of love.
Who am I not to realize that there are some with no home? We're gonna go to home. Who am I to be blind, pretending that there are good home? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow each other on the winter sea, 'cause they got nowhere to be.
That's why I'm starting with me.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no
Go ahead, girl.
could have been any clearer. Everybody with the world a better place. You better look at the world and do what you gotta do for you. Everybody else knows.
All right. Go ahead, girl. I see you. La la la, la 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 la. Did you guys have fun on the Boogie Bob tour? I got some buffering going on, but I got to show you some entertainment. This guy's very talented. I hope you guys had a good time. Hi, Antonio. Hi, Rev. Rev's here. Hi, Rev. Hey, Rev, how was the live? How long have you been in here? I haven't looked at the camera since 3 days ago. I don't know who's here and who's not. Joe Hernandez said he liked it. That's what he said. Oh! Guys, do not forget, Thursday, I have a huge party. Oh, Rev's been texting me. Sorry, Rev. I'm on zero sleep from last night. I had to be at Hard Rock at 3:30. We have a big NBC party. I left before it started. But we've got the big... All right. Sports Illustrated 60th Anniversary Edition. It's got 7 covers this time.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit 60th anniversary.
It's Thursday. If you're keeping score, write it in your calendar. I missed that. That was pretty awesome. Guys over here doing backflips. All right. Somebody's always hustling. This guy's selling big ass stuffed animals. He's just walking around selling stuffed animals. Pikachu and Bluey Blue. Guys, how long was it buffering for? Hopefully not too long. I hope you guys didn't miss Queen Latifah. That was pretty amazing. We're gonna get up out of here like they out of beer. I was gonna do another tour, but I see the numbers are dwindling. So hopefully you enjoyed the tour I gave you. We saw some pretty cool stuff. This might be a standalone video. Don't forget, guys, on Friday, Dick Van Dyke, comedy legend, is dropping by. That'll be fun. 98 years old. I wish I could warn this couple not to get in that. First of all, he puts a blanket around them. This blanket has been on 80 people today from everywhere in the earth. Okay, guys, the clock starts right now. It's, see, he's putting the time. It's 3 till 6. So, there, it's $9 a minute, folks. They're already at $9. He's gone 1 foot. Now let's see where he decides to go. The clock is running, so he stops and he talks to his homie. Then they'll get out and they'll take selfies of you. They're both gonna get out and they'll take the selfie. Guys, I'm gonna get out and take selfies. You don't understand that the selfies are costing you, because it's gonna take you 2 minutes to do a selfie. It's $18. They're already at $18. Here's the selfie. This is the oldest trick in the book, guys. He's getting an extra 3 or 4 minutes. He's not gonna take one selfie. And his friend is outside the other one. He's gonna take a whole bunch of selfies. Guys, you're on the clock. You're on the clock. Now he's gonna ride off. Do you think he's gonna ride off fast? Or you think he's gonna ride off slow? Here we go. All right, guys, let's do the tour. They're already at $25, bro. They've gone 6 feet. They're at $25, which means if they turn around, they're at $50 and they've only gone 6 feet. This is what I've warned you guys about for the longest time. Shut up, everybody. It's cops. Everybody be quiet. Anytime you see a cop and he's got tattoos up his arms, shut your mouth. I think they've gone about 80 feet. He's gonna take them to 8th Avenue. There's nothing there historic. There's nothing to see. So right now it's just, there's not like he's taking you through Times Square. He's gonna take them, by the time he gets to 8th Avenue, which is right there, you're gonna be at $100. Then he's gotta go down to 42nd. You're at about, this is a $400 bike ride. I should stay right here and wait for them to come back, but I can't. I always feel bad. Did you have fun? Oh, I did. It was fantastic. Thank you. That's $420. Bro, their flight from Spain was $420. Another great hustle out here is these guys. Guys, just because the pictures are here doesn't mean he did those pictures. People stop and go, oh, he's good. I want her to do mine. She could have bought these on the damn internet. I don't know if she did this. I don't know if she did this guy. I don't know. I know that you assume she did because they're sitting out in front of her cart. We had a dance party. I met a couple bad shorties that hated me.